Good Sunday morning. I'm Jacob Dickey with an update to your forecast here in the WCIA Weather Center. Through the day today, temperature is going to be heading to those low to middle 50s this afternoon. I do anticipate keeping things mainly cloudy out there, and we're going for a high today, topping out in the mid 50s across the region. 55, that average high here, south wind there, 5 to 15 miles an hour. If we're lucky, might get a few peaks of sunshine, but probably going to see a mainly cloudy day. We'll be at 55 for Champaign, 54 in Monticello. I've got 52 for Bloomington, 49 in Watseka. Get to the south and west, things will warm up even more here. 60 for Jacksonville and in Litchfield, 56 in Shelbyville and in Decatur. We're going to be up to 56 in Tuscola and Charleston, 58 in Effingham. Tonight then, low 40s for those overnight lows here. Mostly cloudy, some patchy fog and drizzle possible out there again into the morning on Monday. And overall, though, things are pretty quiet here for us. See those lows, upper 30s and low 40s across the region, staying above freezing, so no slick roads, no concerns about that. How about tomorrow? Going to feel like spring out there, heading for the low 60s here with clouds and sun. Be a little bit warmer than today even. We're going to see the wind generally out of the south, does turn more to the west and eventually to the north and west as we head into tomorrow night. But that's not going to stop us here, getting to 64 in Mahomet and in Forsyth, 68 in Waverly and in Pawnee, 68 in Assumption. Future Track has been teasing about some of that visibility this morning being down. We did see that. As we go into tomorrow morning, might see some more reduced visibility across the region, so that's something we'll keep an eye on with that cloud cover and perhaps some fog, mist, and drizzle mixing on in. Things overall, though, do stay quiet from an impacts perspective for us until we get to Wednesday. That's going to be a day to watch here. I'm going to phrase it as the day of deception for us because I think what could happen maybe is a little out of routine for us here. We're going to talk about that with temperatures, and so that's something that we will be watching here for you to keep an eye on. So with this Sunday afternoon, looking at those temperatures here, 55 in Champaign, 56 in Springfield, 57 in Effingham. Monday, even warmer. Look at that. By Tuesday, the cold air swings on through, pushes that mild air to the south. And then we'll watch Wednesday. Wednesday morning, we may have the potential for a little freezing rain to start. Low 30s out there. Temperatures as we warm into the afternoon may stay in the 30s during most of the active daytime for us. Then, as we get into Wednesday evening, notice that warm air starts to surge north. That's a possibility where we could see between 8 p.m. and 6 a.m. our high temperatures for the day, and we could push into the upper 50s, maybe low 60s in a few spots. It's all going to depend on how that warm front moves on through. If this were to happen, our overnight highs and daytime lows, that sounds backwards, right? That's why it's the day of deception. Could be in the upper 50s and low 60s late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning. But then notice that front comes on through. Look where we start Thursday. 40s even into the 30s out there. So that's going to be something that we watch here and keep an eye on. So Wednesday is all about that warm front. When does it move through? How far north does it get? The big questions that we have to watch. If you find yourself north of that warm front, you're in the 30s. That front may come through, and suddenly you could head for the 50s and 60s out there, and we could see a really sharp contrast in our viewing area here with where those temperatures end up. That Wednesday system, not the only one that comes our way. There may be one that looks similar to that Saturday, so we'll watch and see how that shakes out for us here. So an active week ahead. Notice that system exiting Thursday. Here comes Saturday with the chance for some more rain, and won't look the same as the Wednesday system, but sometimes Mother Nature will look similar, and that may be the case with these two systems being more of a cold rain and having to watch and see what happens with that warmth there. However, may not last long. Then, once we get past that second system, I think the following week could see some bitter cold air return to the United States here. We're going to watch and see if we can get some cold air to spill back into the United States, something certainly to keep an eye on. Specifics this far out, going to be hard to give, but there's a chance the 7-day forecast that I've got for you right now, as mild as it looks, by next Sunday, this may look cold and potentially with some winter weather in the picture. So enjoy the 55, 61 here today, tomorrow, and even then Wednesday. We're going to be having an interesting meteorological day with the day of deception coming before some of that more seasonal air returns into the weekend ahead of that Saturday system. There's your 7-day forecast. Get more details on the WCIA 3 weather app.